Hello guys, so let's continue from where we last left off, adding this main, wrapping everything in the main just for clarity. Then when there is we have when the movies have some items in it, I mean some movies are returned actually and not an empty list, this would run. Otherwise the movie card placeholder would be displayed. So um So let's get this also done. Export default name of what we want to export. Let's try and comment this out first. Okay, if we try that too. Let's comment this. Yeah. So export default and we have name to be movies list view dot. Okay, that's just that. And another thing we want to do is add some the methods to use and also the props to use. So for now we'll just use a prop as this. Let's use something like this, props of this nature. Some of these things aren't so important. Okay, because we're using TypeScript, we need to get all of this connected. Okay, so this movies type API is something we define in a file that is at the root of src. So call it interface.ts, interface.ts, and in the interface.ts the prop should look something like this. Okay, first we define a movie, an interface of movie, interface of movie. But what should the interface of movie look like? I'll show it to you. Now when we fetch a movie from the server, these are what it look, the results that will be returned will be in this nature. Okay, particular movie would be returned in this format. The date, that and the results of that. In this result you have a whole lot of results. Yeah, so page ID or page number and that. So that's exactly what we just, this result will be for the movie, so we just pick only that and say. So again, what do we see there for the results? Backdrop, that, January's ID, original language, original title, popularity, and the likes of it. So we just pick only few of them that we'll be using, but you could pick all, and we have some of them this way here. Here we have the title, overview, poster part. We also have the backdrop, the release date, the January's IDs. Sometimes it might not be defined, sometimes it might be a list of numbers. So for some you'll see it missing, so that's why we have this. So that's the idea of this whole stuff here. Now having done that, we go on to also define a video interface. The video interface also is similar to is similar to the movie interface. It's just that it returns different keys, and each key has different thing. This video is for the movie trailers that you see. Then let's add another interface called the API collection type. Then for the API collection type, the date, maximum date, minimum date, just as you saw, undefined, sometimes page number, then the result, which you saw the other time, total pages, and result, total result, exactly as now. This is the whole of it here, exactly as you see it here. You get it? So that's what the API will be returning for us, and that's why we call it API collection type. Now, we can therefore extend that to give us two types, to give us, because we want to be sure. Now we've just said it's either a movie or it's either a video, so we want to make each distinct. For movies, let's return movies, and for videos type, let's return this, and let's use each of this and not this generic one. So that's what we'll do here, and that's what you've just seen here. Okay, all right, so now we can then uncomment this part so that we can and let's see if we have anything. Okay, that's that. Now we need to go to the home page and replace what we add there with. And so instead of doing something like this at the home page, let's get to the home page. My bad. So instead of doing something like this, we can remove this. This was just for us to test that things were working fine. Also, my bad. Wow, this was very bad. Okay, so having done that, since we're at the home page now, what do we want to do? At the home page, we'll be having some set of stuff to do, but the home page looks a bit okay. Let's use the explore page so that it makes it easier for us to do what we want to do. The explore page looks something simpler at this for the structure, because the home page has all of this. Before we come to add this, will take time, so let's just do it here. Something as simple as this. Yeah. So this is where we come and do that at the sorry. Okay. So once we have it, now let the structure of this be this way. Okay, let it be this way. Some of these things are not well positioned, but now in the reviewed, we'll remove some of these things for later reference. We remove these because we didn't say we need it when we defined it, and we remove okay, we leave this, but it's just that we don't have it yet. So let's define a constant, movies, and let movies just be an empty stuff. Constant. Okay. Our video is about to end, so we'll continue.